Hi, welcome to I'm Alex,
And I'm Kirby.
and this is a snake. Let's talk about
Yes, it is.
snakes today on this episode of... We already said the name and I'm not going to go through that again. Alright, so snakes. People, this is a snake here in this wine glass. I'll just hold that up so you can see that. Don't be grossed out. He's nice and stuff.
Well, he'll crap on you, but he's a...
Yeah, the little actually, yeah, snakes tend to do the crapping thing on people. It's a self-defense because it stinks. Now, a lot of people don't like snakes because they look slimy, and they think that a snake like this will crawl into your ear and lay eggs in your brain. Now, I assure you that's a myth.
The slimy bit is...
They actually prefer to unhinge the toenail, and they dig out a little spot in the foot, and they lay eggs in there. It's really warm in there, and they like it. It kind of
And
damp.
it's protected by your toenail.
Yeah, it's like a little hatch door. Just
Now, what's really painful is not when they lay their eggs in there, but when the eggs hatch and the snakes burrow
and it's
their
kind of
way
weird
out.
because like you got your toenail there, and these little snakes slithering out. It's weird. Anyway, that's how the snake do.
And then
but
you
the
got
thing-
a massive infection
Yeah, the infection is
under your
a
toenail.
bit of a negative. But on the bright side, you have pretty much...
Technically given birth to snakes.
As far as the snake's concerned, you're like one of the family. You're like the father. Unless you're a woman, then you're the mother, I suppose. But this snake still did the birthing, so... You want to get this out and mess with it?
Oh, it actually is like... No,
Huh?
kidding.
Yeah. So why don't you like snakes? I mean, I realize Satan, that was a serpent or whatever. Snakes are cool. Alright, let me...
Snakes and serpents. Careful, he's pretty spastic right now.
Yeah, well, I'll just, he'll calm down, you know, because
Also, really popular myth is that they...
snakes warm up to me like Satan warms up to me, so. Oh, I get it, like hell and stuff.
Oh, gosh.
Never mind. Moving on. That was dark. I
Good.
guess.
I don't know.
What were you saying? Myth about snakes.
Another popular myth is that some snakes carry salmonella. That's bullcrap. All snakes carry salmonella.
Yeah, but I'm not allergic, so that's not a problem.
And I'm pretty sure I could possibly be immune, so...
You see that? Any other myths we'd like to debunk about snakes? You don't want to hold them?
I do want to hold it.
Alright, then hold them.
So I'm just gonna...
You know, snakes can't fly. I found that out when I was 2.
Oh, the boa constrictor incident.
Yeah. Lost my arm. It grew back.
Yes.
I'm gonna go over to you know, tell them the fact about snakes that you know, Kirby. I'm sure they really want to hear that.
Well, snakes are related to fish.
Yeah.
You see, this is a ringneck. He's the closest relative, so if you look, hey, stop spazzing out.
They both got eyes, you see, on either side
Oh
of the
yeah,
head.
but look, if you look closely, if you can see, you see that ring around his neck? That's a marker. They've been marked, see?
Yeah.
Where the gills on the fish are, that's where the ring on the ringneck snake is.
Alright. Well, snakes can't hear, did you know?
They can hear.
With their entire body.
Yep.
They can hear you breathing right now.
But they're mostly
And
taking
it's making them
all the sound.
Because, you know, they use your foot as a breeding ground. Well, not a breeding ground, but where they lay their eggs. But they
breathe
do
in your
eat.
ear.
They do like to eat people also. You know, a little guy like this, he can only get a whole hand inside him. Whereas, a snake about twice his size could get your entire torso, but not your legs. They don't really like to eat feet because, you know, that's where they lay their eggs. Now, because of how because their entire body is like an ear, they feel vibrations. They can feel you breathing right now. And it's kind of making this fellow here, he's kind of hungry. And he does want to eat at least your pinky. You don't need your pinkies anyway.
They're taking most sound vibrations through their anus.
He's kind of...
You see.
That's gross. Don't talk about that. Put him...
Yeah.
Calm. Be calm. We'll put him back where we found him. We found him under a board.
Shut up, PETA.
Oh, PETA.
Yeah.
We're not eating him or anything. Is it tasty?
Not yet.
Look at that. He's trying to get out.
Yeah. I'll just kind of...
No, that's mean. Anyways, yeah, so snakes can't fly, but they can swim. And when you put them in water, they'll actually grow. At
7 times their normal size.
Yeah, 7 times is the
minimum.
The minimum, yeah. This little bugger, the littler they are, the more they grow. So he'd probably get a good, probably 17 to 19 times his size right now. But he'll still only eat your hand, which is it. And you don't need your hand.
Nope. That's what prosthetics are for.
Yeah, and you can always get it replaced with like an egg beater or a knife, a hook. A lot of people go for the hook. I don't know why.
I don't know. It's too cliche for my taste.
No,
you could replace it with a snake.
It's not very good.
Irony. That's irony.
You know, I've noticed in this episode we haven't been doing as much of the radio voice, and I think it's because we're tired. We'll try and not so much the calm. This is a classical music. Listen to those violins. Anyways,
wonderful.
We are doing our regular radio voices as we were.
Violins.
That was disturbing.
Heartbreaking violins.
No, it was just you scared me. Heartbreaking violins, and I was weirded out. Because we're getting tired, but we'll try and do it more in the future. And if you like it, tell us, and we'll try and keep it up through the entire
If you hate it, send us hate
episodes.
We will reform.
Yeah. So what should... we're not going to keep this snake. Anything to add?
Yeah, can we eat him?
No. The thing about snakes is you can't actually eat... There's no way to kill them, actually.
Yeah, because
they always... They're indestructible.
Spines, they're pretty much all spines, so you think, well, it's easy just to snap their spine, but the spines are so worn.
History has found that when you eat this snake, they have a taste for people, and they like the stomachs just as much as any other part. A stomach that's pretty much the same size. So they get in there and they just start eating everything around them. That's the thing about snakes. And the venomous ones, they like to see their venom will react with the stomach acid to create an explosive. And you'll explode, and then they'll eat the remains.
Well, your stomach will explode, and then you'll just be set dying with...
Well, you'll be dead. You'll definitely be dead.
Yeah, well, you'll die eventually, but...
Immediate. Well, I guess...
Not
within it won't...
in some extremely common cases, they weren't killed immediately.
Well, you'll definitely die within a week when this happens.
But there's no way to stitch everything back up. So
of course. You'll hope that the snake just goes straight to the brain and just munches that up. But it might take him a few days because he's so small.
For example,
this. You got a boa, well, you're not going to eat that whole thing, and he'll just eat you. Because that's how nature works.
Yeah.
So, the future of weaponizing snakes.
They will be able to shoot their fangs, like poison darts.
Will they grow back?
Yeah.
Good. Is that it? And also they'll be...
straightforward.
Legs.
Projectile...
they'll get robot
excrement.
legs.
Yeah. And projectile
I
excrement.
don't know. Do you think they could... Ew.
Well, they crap all over you, so
Yeah, this one
the
did.
future is that... Yeah, which is actually kind of weird. Is he dead?
No, he's just resting.
I know he's
freak him
not
out.
dead.
Anyways, yeah, so in the future they'll have legs and shoot their fangs, and they'll probably be trained and
Trained to kill.
give them long enough and they'll evolve into dragons again, which is what happened before.
Yeah, but then they killed Smaug, so I had to start all over again.
Yeah, so then you just got snakes. Did you know that actually you can't kill them, but if you manage to cut one in half, and it takes like a lightsaber, you'll actually be You've just
They're
got
like
two.
worms.
You've just got two snakes on your hands now.
They're like worms.
No, worms just die.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So now you got two snakes, and that's what happens. That's why there's so many of them. You probably don't know it, but pretty much every household has some level of snake infestation. Yeah. It's just that like sometimes they're microscopic. Sometimes they just sit in your couch all the time. You never know they're there.
But like, try it. Try punching a hole in your wall.
Snakes will just pour out.
Snakes will just pour out.
And then they'll eat you.
Yeah. And
that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.